It is that exciting time of year to get together, and this year, the Young Living Convention experience is coming to you. It is called the Awaken Tour, and it has 6 scheduled stops across North America this summer. Lisa Asay is the Executive Director of Events at Young Living and comes on the podcast every year to give all the behind-the-scenes updates and details of our great events. And she's here today to talk about our new Awaken Tour. Hello and welcome to Young Living's podcast, The Wild Drop. My name is Jacob Young, your host. Young Living is the world leader in producing and distributing premium essential oils, and this podcast will provide you with drops of information about Young Living, including stories, history, product information, lots of little fun facts, and even more. Lisa, thank you so much for coming back to the podcast to give us the lowdown on the Awaken Tour. It's been all you've been thinking about, I'm sure, and all you've been talking about for months. So thanks for carving out the time to be here today. Take it away.
Thanks for having me, Jacob. I love coming on here each year and talking about my favorite thing. Everyone asks me if I have a favorite event. It is our convention, or this year, the Awaken Tour. But as Jacob mentioned, we are bringing the best pieces of convention closer to you. So our idea was that we know that sometimes it's hard every year, year after year, to come to Salt Lake. It can be financially challenging, or just scheduling things can be challenging. So we wanted to make it a little bit easier this year. We're coming to you. So we've chosen 6 locations this summer to take convention on the road, but in a mini way, but all the best pieces. So we poured over the surveys, we asked questions, and we took the pieces that are the most important to our brand partners, and we are including them in this Awaken Tour. So what it is a 3-day event where it's going over a weekend, so it's easier to schedule. You're not juggling with school and work and all of those things. It's easy to fit into your schedule. And it'll be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event. So we kick off on Friday, and this starts about midday. And this really is where kind of the energy and the magic starts. So this will be a chance for everyone to connect with each other. We'll have registration. We will also have a recognition experience where people can take photos with ranks that they've earned. They'll get some goodies and surprises there. We'll have our product experience open, which is basically like a mini expo. Think about it that way, where we'll get the highlights basically from the expo that you've come to know and love, and they'll get to explore that. That will include new products, of course. And then we'll have a bunch of also other booths. Oleo will be present. If you have ever wanted to learn more about Oleo, we will have our experts there to show you what to do. And we'll have our foundation has got the best setup ready for you. They've got a new experience. I won't spill the beans yet, but they've got a new interactive experience that you'll be able to immerse yourself into the life of one of the children at the school. So it's going to be really exciting, and they'll be on site, of course, doing their good work to fund the foundation and really spread the love and goodness of Young Living to the world and help those who are in need of help. So they'll be on site there. We'll also have product ordering. We will have the ability, we're going to actually have some perks for in-person attendees to be able to get their products and have some special perks for those who attend. We'll have some details on that coming in the next couple of weeks, Jacob. So all of you listening, you can watch the brand partner Facebook pages for the US and Canada. We'll be posting there, and there will be a lot of emails coming out, including the weekly grow that comes out each week, as well as some extra emails and some fun social sharing that you'll be able to see all of those details coming out. So we won't forget the products, we promise. You'll be able to get some great deals and especially some perks for all of you that choose to come. So that's the first part of the day, and that's just the first part. That's not even
just day one.
That's day one. And you know what?
Day 3.
We're gonna wrap up day 1 with a welcome party. And if I may, I'm actually gonna tease the theme, Jacob. This is the first anyone's going to be hearing about the theme. We're going to do it exclusive here. So what we're calling it is Awaken Eve. So it's going to be a slumber party. So tacking onto that awaken theme, right? We're going to awaken to our new selves, awaken our energy, awaken our businesses. And so this is the night before, right? The night before it all starts, Awaken Eve. Now, you don't have to come in your pajamas. You can come in your leisure wear.
I was excited to come in my pajamas,
Jacob, you can come in your pajamas. This is, I think, the only time your mother will let you come to work in your pajamas. But yeah, we'd like you and your teams to come dressed up if you'd like. And we're going to have a lot of fun atmosphere, interactive activities that night with the welcome party. So that'll be a lot of fun just that night. Same thing, first day. So much connection, so much fun. Howard actually is going to be announcing some fun things later this week. I'm not going to even steal any of his thunder, but there's one more experience that you're going to hear about later this week that is going to make you want to come just for that. So that will all start happening on Friday. Next, we start with the education on Saturday. You wake up bright and early, and we're going to hit the ground running with product education and some company information, why you want to be at Young Living, why is it such a special company, and we're going to give you all the answers. So
Shopify will also have been officially rolled out by then, so you get all
great.
the beautiful walkthrough tutorials, the understanding how it's an improvement on your business, everything that you're doing. And we have a major overhaul coming to Olio as well. So you're going to have a lot more tools. You're going to have prettier layouts. I mean, there's so much coming to Olio as well that we're going to be covering as well with Main Stage. So a lot of great business tools that allow you for way more opportunity, way more reach, way more growth. So I wanted to make sure that that was included too. But
absolutely.
Sorry, continue.
No, it's great. So that first part of the morning is going to all be about product and the company, and the afternoon is going to be about business. We are leaning into the fact that we have an income opportunity, and we want to give you specific skills and specific ways to build with our products, with our programs, and all of that. So we're going to be listening to some experts internally at the home office, as well as the biggest experts, which are you, the brand partners. We're going to bring in some of the best to teach you their skills and how they're being successful. So it's going to be literally packed from morning till night to make sure that you walk away with the best education.
The agenda is very slam-packed. I was just looking at it the other day, and it's like, wow, you almost barely have time for lunch. So
You do. And it really is. We know that education is such a huge reason that you come to convention every year. So we wanted to ensure that you walk away with all of that content so that you can build your business and share with your customers.
Love it.
All right. So then that is Saturday. And Sunday, we give you Saturday night off so that you can connect with your teams. And we know it's really important for you to have team meetings, connect with each other, and have, that time to build off of each other's energy and momentum. So that will be open. And then Sunday is our science symposium. Now, the science symposium will be exactly kind of how it was last year at convention, but it will be an hour longer. We left the people wanting more. It was 2 hours last year, not enough time. So we've added an hour this year. I was just talking to Howard earlier last week, and he has got an action-packed agenda as well. He's going to be giving some unbelievable information out. And for all of you science geeks out there, and even if you're not a science geek, even if you just love to see how our products tick, why they work so well, and how you can share with your customers, the Science Symposium is going to give that to you.
It is such a deep dive into not only our products, but the body, the science, how it functions and works together. Like you mentioned, it's a place where you really nerd out, geek out, and Howard loves it. He talked about how he was able to use his big words and share his science findings and discoveries and whatnot. And, just to be able to give him that opportunity to showcase that and share that with all of you was such a great honor for him. And
it is.
The feedback and the raves that we got back from the Science Symposium last year, I mean, people still talk about it till this day.
They do.
And so come prepared.
Yeah.
So the Science Symposium is definitely an exciting one. So.
Yep. He's like a little kid when it comes to science, and
yes.
He just geeks right out.
So we talk about the daily calendar, what day 1, 2, and 3 looks like. I think it'd be really great if you kind of explain the big reason as to why we decided to do this tour over convention that we usually do year by year. I mean, we've really analyzed and looked at this, and just like I said, we wanted everyone to be able to have this opportunity because one of our key goals and main drives is essential oils in every home.
Right.
And so this really applied directly into that. But What are the logistics behind the scenes that you saw that most people won't see as to, like I said, why we made this decision ultimately?
Yeah. And a lot of it honestly started with our theme. Awaken is really powerful. We started with the theme, and Mary had a lot to do with the theme. We wanted to remind everyone what's still inside of you. We know that everyone is capable of great things, and your dad, Gary, taught us that so well. He brought that out in people, and we want to remind people that they need to awaken the greatness within them. Or, sometimes you've gone through a spell that things may be slowing down, but your success is still within you, and it's within your power to achieve. And so we really wanted to awaken that greatness, awaken the success, awaken the abundance, even awaken your health. Even if your goals are to get healthier and to switch out toxic products in your home, that can be what you're awakening within you. So we really wanted to, this was so important to us, we wanted to reach as many people as possible. So while Salt Lake might be challenging to get to, we really thought we needed to change the format to reach more people, as you said, get oils in every home. And we thought a tour is going to be able to reach more people because we're going closer to the masses. So choosing 6 cities, it was a huge undertaking, to be honest. It was a little bit wild. We were already headed down the convention path when we decided to pivot to this format, but we were able to see where the hot spots were in the Young Living organization as a whole. We looked to see where the activity was, where we had the most brand partners, and select cities strategically so that we could hit the most people. We could connect with the most people, change the most lives, and really awaken that greatness within everyone, and do it on a larger scale.
One thing that I thought was probably the most exciting that I think a lot of people are realizing and seeing with the ticket costs alone, right?
Yes.
Is we wanted to be able to provide you with an opportunity that was so great, so grandiose, right? But also be very cost conscious in mind too, from your perspective. Because like we said, everything's gone up in price, flights have gone up in price, right? It's very complicated for a lot of people to, one, not only take that time out of their week with their family, but we also really wanted to look at it from a best bang for your buck. So instead of, normally a $200 ticket, you're looking at $49 now. You're a lot closer. Driving, is a lot cheaper than flying, right? What was your team looking at specifically as kind of the target when you were looking at that?
We really wanted to remove all barriers. So we wanted to make it as accessible as possible to those who may not even be, to all of those who are diehard Young Living fans, right? But also to those who are, maybe Young Living is just a part of their lives, but they don't always, make the investment to come to convention. But $49, it makes sense. Yeah. And it's worth the investment to drive a few hours and come to an event where they can immerse themselves in the products they love. So we wanted to make it accessible as accessible as possible, and also to make it friendly for you to bring your friends and family. We know that a lot of you post about the products, and sometimes your family kind of sees what you do, but they don't necessarily understand it. Bring them. At $49, we wanted to make it easy. We wanted to make that choice to be an easy one. So removing barriers was huge for us. That was our biggest thing. So we honestly are subsidizing a little bit of costs to be able to make this possible and have that $49 price point.
And I absolutely love it. And I know a lot of people also love that price point as well. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for doing that. I know there's a lot of questions that people also have, so I think it'd be great if we jumped into the FAQs.
We have some FAQs. We want to provide you with all the information that you can possibly have to know what you're going to be stepping into with these events. So one of the biggest questions we get, we know you all love your Ningxia Red. We've been asked if there will be a Club Red. Now, there won't be a full Club Red, as this will be a smaller event, but we will have a Ningxia bar. So we are planning to have Ningxia shots, Ningxia slushies, and Zing available at the Ningxia bar. So it will be kind of a little sister to Club Red. It will be so fun to have just right there at your fingertips the whole way. So we will be able to have that full offering just as you've been used to at the Ningxia bar. So look forward to that. We've gotten asked about the product experience and the farm experience. So that will be, again, like I said, a mini version of the expo that will include farms. I can tell you we will have a small distillery on site where you will be able to watch oils being distilled, as you always do at convention.
May I also add, this is the one and only of its kind in the world. It's fully mobile, fully functional. We have the amazing opportunity of having it right here at GHQ.
We do.
And it works really
does
well.
Work.
And you know which day it's starting up in the building because it smells glorious in here. But it is a world's first, world's only, and I believe we do have some kind of like certificate for it or like a...
Yeah.
something special about it. I can't remember, but we talked about it a while ago. Anywho, it's really cool.
I've heard they call it the Rex Kidman.
Yes.
They call it the Rex Kidman Distillery. So we'll have that on site. And then we will have booths like you're used to go around and be able to experience the products firsthand, smell them, taste them in some instances, and really dive into the products as we're used to. Of course, it'll be on a smaller scale because we're making a mini version of convention with all of these stops, but you'll be able to experience all the products as you've been used to. So we'll be able to do that.
With this being a tour, and because we're going on the road,
yes,
a lot of people want to know, and it's been posted a bunch, but just to share on here, where are the dates and where are the locations?
All right, so here we go. So we are starting off in Arlington, Texas, not to be confused with the other Arlington. It's Arlington, Texas. We're kicking it off June 5th through the 7th. Then we move on the very next weekend to Anaheim, which will be June 12th through the 14th. And a couple weeks later, we'll be in Indianapolis, June 26th through the 28th. Then in July, we're in Orlando, July 17th through the 19th. Then we'll be in Calgary later that month, July 31st through August 2nd. And then later in the year in October, we'll be in Mexico City. And those dates will be announced actually in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that.
Awesome. So exciting. So great. There's so many, like I said, we're bringing convention to you. A lot of people have asked, can I go to all of them if I want to?
Of course you can. We would love. In fact, if someone goes to all of them, I will have a special prize for you.
Well, I know of 2 people that I think that are going to all of them.
Well,
so
I think
get
I'm
some
one
prizes
of those.
ready. So I think you and I both are one of those people.
I think you and I will be. I'll get us both a prize, Jacob.
I love it. One other thing that I think is very important for people to know: there is no online virtual ticket this year. This
Correct.
is all personal. We've talked about how, in a way, it is so important to get together in person. That's one of the most amazing things about convention is the community and being in person.
Yes.
Obviously, with this being a tour and us on every week of the road, there was quite a, I mean, we looked into it, but it was pretty tricky as far as the virtual option. So if you're holding out for a virtual option, there is no virtual option. This
Correct.
is in-person only. So we would highly advise that you look at a location that is closest to you, come out with friends, come out with family, bring new people. Like, this is really exciting opportunity and time. Even if they're not interested in the business aspect of the, of Young Living, you can look at the products, feel, smell, touch, community, all this amazing and great stuff. So many opportunities, so many great things to do.
You're exactly right, Jacob. And it really is so important, especially post-pandemic. We need to get together more. And there's such a magic that happens when we're all in person together. And it's really important to us that we do get together in person. So as Jacob said, there's not a virtual option, but we want to see you all in person. So we hope you get there. Moving on just to a couple more FAQs, if I may.
Yeah, please.
One is, do we get a registration bag? So we are, in order to make sure that we provided the best experience for everyone, we are going minimal on our swag this year. So it's just going to be a notebook and pen because we know you all want to take notes. So every registrant will get notebook and pen, and that will be your registration materials. And then many have asked, what will recognition be like? So there are many of you, who have rank advanced in the last year. What will that look like? We will not miss the chance to recognize you. Absolutely not. So you will still get the chance to walk across the stage if you have advanced in rank. And we're also going to be recognizing some enrollment recognition. We're adding some more balance and burn recognition. So there will be some surprise recognition as well. But of course, we'll always do our rank advancement recognition as we always do. And just so you know, this won't be the only time you'll be recognized for that rank recognition. We want to make sure you're recognized at a convention as well. So the next time we're in Salt Lake for a convention, you'll be invited back again to walk the convention stage. But we couldn't wait another year to recognize you, so you'll be invited to walk the Awaken stage as well.
Fantastic.
All right. So I think we've covered basically everything.
Yeah.
Some have asked if there are breakouts. There are no breakouts this year. It's just general session the one day. We wanted to keep it really short and concise for all of you to be able to come in quickly on your weekend and experience all the goodness.
Yeah.
So
There's so much that's really exciting about it. I mean, it's definitely different for us, and so it's a learning period and learning experience for us as well.
It is.
But we really wanted to prioritize being able for all and as many as possible to be able to experience convention. It's so unique. It's so grand. So many have always said you have to experience it. You have to go to it. And that's why so many come back year after year after year to have the experience of convention. And so, as Lisa mentioned in the beginning, just, with the struggles, not only financially, but the logistics, and everyone's so much more busier nowadays too. We wanted to give you an easier opportunity and chance at being able to experience convention in a really fun manner. It's kind of a short form factor is kind of how I would explain it, right?
Yeah.
And you get to mingle with a lot of people. There's just so many opportunities, so many things to be excited and grateful and looking forward to with this convention. So if you haven't already gotten your ticket, please do so. If you're watching on YouTube, all the links for everything, for registration, for the updates that we'll be posting, are going to be down below. So check that out. It's going to be different, which is really exciting for me.
Yep.
I'm not sure I'm quite ready to do 6 weekends straight, essentially, of convention. So that will be a little bit of getting used to. But nonetheless, just excited to come out and see all of you and get together. That's the best part of convention, is getting together.
Yep,
so,
the people, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, can't wait to see you all.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for everything. Really appreciate you and your team. You guys work immensely hard to put all these things together, all the incentive trips, convention. We're actually leaving next week for one as we speak right now. And so there's just a lot of things to prepare and get ready. But once again, just appreciative of you and your team and for coming on here and sharing all the fun stuff.
Thanks, Jacob. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here.
Happy to have you. And we'll see you all at the Awaken Tour. And thank you for tuning into this episode of The Wild Drop. Remember, you can listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, on YouTube, and our website at www.youngliving.com. And check out the podcast on our brand new Olio app. That's Olio by Young Living on the Google and Apple Play Store. Don't forget to oil up Young Living family. This is Jacob Young, dropping out. Take care.